Hey guys, what is going on? Drew Necessary here, and just want to say sorry for the delay. It's been a couple weeks since I've made the last video, and man, that's just been a crazy time. Crazy time. My team's growing with Wake Up Now, and I've gotten sick. My wife's gotten sick. Stuff's happened around the house, and it's just been a kind of a crazy time the last couple of weeks. So that's why I have not made a video in quite some time. But I do have a ton of knowledge and a ton of just experiences to share with you, and I wanted say this right here, right now, from my heart. If I sent you this video, it's not to try to sell you something. It's not to try to, do something that you're not comfortable with or anything like that. I'm trying to change your life. Okay, I'm really sincerely. It has nothing to do with money or material or anything like that. I'm trying to reach out to you and say, hey, there are better ways to earn a living. There are better ways to go out living your life. There are better ways to do the daily grind. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning to go to work, and I know some people have a longer drive to go to work that I work with, so they have to get up earlier, and that's like an hour and a half drive to work and from work. So that's 3 hours a day that they work that they will never get back. And I think about stuff like that all the time, because what is more valuable than money? And that's time. You never get time back. If you lose money, you could always make it up. But time, man, I sit here and I'm sitting at work and I look around and there's so many people. And I know that I have something going on, and I know that some people are just naturally, they're not interested. All right. They might have something, going on for themselves. They might be owning a pawn shop or something. I don't know. All I'm saying is do something more. If you are just sitting home, you go to work, come home, pay the bills, get up, go to work, go home, pay the bills. Stop. That's never going to end. All right, that's never going to change. If you do the same stuff that you're doing right now, making the same amount of money, of course you're going to get raises, but guess what? Normally people, when they get a raise, they go and buy something that costs a little bit more each month. So their expenses rise with their raises. When they get an income raise, they get an expense raise, because if someone was to say, hey, I'm going to say, hey, get here and say, you're going to make $600 a month with Wake Up Now. Well, for me, I'm like, oh man, I'm making $600 extra a month. Let's see, what can I buy? And that's normally the mindset. I'm trying to get the light right. That's normally the mindset with people when they when they get a raise. They want to go and buy something real fast and say, oh, look what I got. The only difference is, normally a raise is just short term, where you get if someone wins, a couple $100s on a lottery ticket, they go and buy something and that's it, that's done. At least with residual income, which is what Wake Up Now offers, at least you get it each and every month, and it's been a blessing for me. All right, so and a lot of people know what I do at work, but they still continue to go. I had a close friend of mine say, hey, I'm just going to try to work hard and be the boss man. What are the chances of that? All right. First of all, you're letting someone else other than yourself control your future. When you say, hey, I want to be the boss man of this, company, well, who's going to make that decision? Are you going to make that decision, or is someone else going to make that decision? All right. Someone has to say, hey, should we consider Drew for warehouse manager? Should we consider Drew as the CEO? Should we consider Drew? Who is Drew? And that's what they're going to say. Normally, you are a nobody. You are just a pawn for someone else's dreams. All right, you are just sitting there and you're doing the best job that you can, but your job is unnoticed. Your best abilities are unnoticed. All right, at least from my experiences. I'm 28 years old. I've been working for the man for 12 years, sometimes 2 jobs at a time. And I was like, man, I've always had that thing, saying, hey, I could do more, guys. I can handle more. Come on, throw something at me. But I never got the opportunity because my best abilities was unnoticed. They never noticed. They were saying, hey, as long as you do this, you're fine. That's how it is. Why I live life like, as long as you do this, you'll be fine. We can... When we're born, we're actually born into bondage. We're born into something that we can't. It's like a prison. If you ever watched The Matrix, it's spot on. You're born into a prison where you're like, all right, this is the way life is. Anything different is total BS. All right, it's a scam. It's something else. You know, I sit here and I see all these people that I care about, I truly care about, and I'm like, I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to you know, go about and try to get you into something so I can make a quick buck, because that's not how I am. Anyone that knows me in real life knows that I would do anything for anyone at any time. All right, I try to be, you know, I know I could be a butthole sometimes because I'm human just like everyone else. There's stuff that pisses me off, and one thing that does get me, you know, just pumped up is how they treat, you know, especially the people I work with. You could do the best job that you could do, and then the next minute they're like, hey, you know, go back to work, or go do this, or go that. It's like it didn't even matter. You could have came in and did an okay job, but as long as you was there on time, and you left on time, and you just did what you're supposed to do, you're fine. And I'm like, well, what about the ones that actually go out and actually say, hey, I'm going to do more. I don't want to just do the bare minimum. I want to do more. Do you think they get any kind of recognition over other than just being seniority? And that means like, hey, someone could be here for 3 years and have seniority over me, and they get all the perks. And I'm sitting here busting my butt, and I'm like, hey, you know, I've been here 2 years. He's been in there for 3 years. You know, he just stands around and talks, you know, half the time. He gets paid the same amount each and every hour that I do, but I'm sitting here busting my butt. What's up with that? All right, because my efforts are unnoticed. All right, you are not the boss. You are not the CEO. And when you try to be an achiever in that kind of industry, you're letting someone else dictate your future. You're saying, hey, I'm going to try to do my best, but I hope someone notices. Or if I come to someone that can make it happen, I hope they take the initiative to say, hey, let's look at Drew. Let's look at what he has done for us. Let's look at you know, someone else and kind of compare the two. Do you actually think that they do that? All right, or you think it's something like politics, where someone that comes up to that guy repeatedly and says, hey, man, yeah, you know, how about them Titans? You know, something unrelated to work. How about them Titans? Oh, yeah, you're a Titans fan? Psh, you think they know that they're a Titans fan? Hey, where do you go to church at? Let me go to church with you. I love church, but, you know, that's the biggest thing. It comes from, you know, something about work to nothing but politics. Everything, if you get a raise, if you get a promotion, unless it's cost of living, it has to do something with politics. No more do you get a raise or a promotion just from hard work alone. You have to butter up and suck it up. You got to do something to get someone's attention, and usually that's brown nosing. Something, you know, that, especially where I live. All right, and I just think it's a shame, really, that someone just can't move up the ladder without doing that. They have to compromise something that they didn't really want to do at first, but they're like, hey, this is the way life is. I guess I better get on that brown nosing train. All right. So if I sent you this video, I want you to check out what I got going on. Actually sit down, think about, and say, hey, Drew's actually doing something different than everyone else at work. There's a few people, you know, on my team from work, and that's great. That's awesome. I want more, definitely. But I'm doing something differently, especially around in this area. You know, maybe I should, you know, consider it. I know it, you know, it costs $100 to join, and I really don't have it. But you know what? You know, he's actually getting paid, you know, $600, and now I'm making $700, and you know, next month, who knows? You know, next month after that, oh man, you know. So you know, it took me a little bit to get there, but you know, is $100 really gonna, you know, take away from what I got going on? If I really wanted to, and I could really see the benefit, you know, would it be worth my time, you know, to invest $100? And even if I got to pay another $100 a month, let's say, yeah, I got to pay 3 months, $300. Let's, you know, over 90 days. I mean, that's, you know, 12 paychecks. Could I afford that? You know, and I say 90 days because it's usually 90 days. You can really see if it's for you, and if you really apply it. I guarantee you, if you come to our hangouts and you come to me and you get involved and you actually take it and do it like a business, not as a hobby, and you say, hey, I'm serious just like you are, Drew. I want that money. I want to change people's lives. I want to get to that level where I come to work and I'm happy. I'm cheerful. I'm not really dreading anything. It could be a long day, short day. It could be hot as freaking, you know, crap out there, or it could be cold, freezing my butt off. It doesn't matter. I'm still in a good mood because I know each and every month, not only am I getting money, but I'm also growing and I'm meeting new people, and it's exciting. I come home, and sometimes one of my teammates got a new member, and I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. You're welcome to the team. It's so great to have you along. I get on the hangout, talk to them, and they're like, hey, I'm just so excited to be a part of a positive driven group. And I'm like, oh man, that's so right. I know people are out there wanting something more out of their lives, but they're I don't know if they're letting their pride or letting someone that they know that's done it before keep them from, trying it for themselves. And even if you tried it for yourselves, I guarantee you, if you just take 5 minutes and talk to me, get me on the phone with you, I could change your life. Wake Up Now could change your life. I save money. I'm able to manage the money that I do make and from work in Wake Up Now and apply it to my daily budgets and actually see, hey, I want to get out of debt so fast. How can I do that? And it's all, about numbers there. And when you add more and more income, you could get out of debt faster. I don't want to just blow it just like, people that win the lottery. And, they might win $20 million and in 3 years they're broke because they don't know how to manage their money. So it's so important to be able to manage that money once you make it. So you save money, you manage money, you make money just by sharing an opportunity with other people. Just by sharing this, you could use my video. You come to a hangout to kind of see what it's about. You join the team and you get your other people to do the exact same thing. You bring someone on and you're like, hey, come to our hangout. I joined the hangout because I was kind of skeptical, and I was like, how can this benefit me? I got on the hangout, I met all these great people, and I just got really just hyped up and excited, and I was like, all right, I could do this. I could do this. If he can do it in a small town, I can do it from my big city. I know so many people, and trust me, it does not matter how many people that you know off the bat, because there's so many people on the net. It's crazy. All right. There's so many people that, you get 3 people and it's free. You don't have to pay $100 a month. So 3 people, I'm talking about millions and millions of people online in cities and all across the world. And you're like, oh, I can't find 3 people. Okay. If you take it seriously, you will be able to, you keep pushing it. Don't worry about the people. Don't worry about the $100. You are actually going to save more than $100 just using the discounts alone. And when you actually invite people to the hangouts to share this video with them, I want them to get excited too, because I started at zero. This is not my first company. I've done several companies online, home-based, get rich quick, whatever you want to call it, and this one works. And I'm proud to say it. This one works. I actually have a team. I actually am earning money just by what they taught me, just by using a formula, saying, hey, let's go to the hangout, let's get to know them, let's build a relationship, then let's show them what we're about, and make them, let the prospect, let you make the best decision. All right, so I don't want to make this video too long, but that is exactly what I do. It is truly a life-changing experience. If you are at home and you're just sitting there watching TV and you're like, things ain't going to change for me. I got my job, but you know what? If I lost my job, I guess I got to get another job. A job should only be just a temporary solution. All right, if you need money quick, go get you a quick job, work it a couple months. That's it. It should not be long-term. You should be independent for your own future. You should be the one making all the choices and decisions. When you want to go on vacation, it should be you to decide, not someone else. If you want that promotion, it should be you to decide, not someone else. All right, so if you watched this video and I sent it to you and you actually sat down and watched it, get back with me. All right, just say yes, no, maybe, F you, whatever you want to say. It doesn't matter if you want to be a part of the organization or not. I just want to help you. All right, I just want to say, hey, what can I do for you to help you in your life? That's what I'm here for. I will take the time. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I will talk to you and say, hey, how can I help you? All right, this is what I'm here for. When I help other people and actually show them that they can do other things, great things happen, because this is bigger than me. This is bigger than my team. This is bigger than me and you and everything. This is something bigger and bigger than me and you. It's something big, much larger that we're dealing with here. All right, this is life-changing stuff. If you want to live a better life, contact me below.